Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Community Connection live broadcast where we talk about what occurred with our police department in the past 7 days, any major incidents or any upcoming events that we may have or had these past 7 days. So we're glad you're here. There's about 28 of you watching now, continue to grow. Rich is joining as usual to help us out with this, and we're just glad you're here. And we have Sharon saying good afternoon, and Melanie chiming in along with Danny and Judy. With just hope we're having a great day. So day's been great. We had a chili cook-off for lunch. I got to judge how many chilies we have, Rich. 10 different chilies at City Hall. It's a citywide thing that City Hall does every year for all the city employees, where there's just this chili cook-off, and of course you can win. And the winners were
At City Hall. It's a citywide thing that's a city.
and with the little audio issue there, but
Sorry.
it's all right, man. The fire chief Jamie Luffman won first place, and then the assistant finance director, deputy finance director Gina Frame won second place. All very good stuff. Rich, did you have a favorite? Did you get to try all of those?
I did. I actually got to try several. I did a little sampling thing before we started, and Chief Luffman's was pretty on point, man. And Gina's was good, but I'm a spicy chili kind of guy,
Sure.
so I really enjoyed Chief Luffman's. It was good.
Yeah, and of course the fire chief would have the hottest chili, right? Cool. So anyway, Rich, let's get into it. Weekly update, October 28th through November the 3rd.
Yeah, for sure. Getting right into the numbers this week. 952 police calls for service, 64 fire department calls for service, 16 crime reports, 80 arrest charges, 355 traffic stops, 185 citations, 46 non-injury crashes, and 8 injury crashes. And moving right along under our crime reports, we had 6 property damage reports, 4 family disturbances, 4 frauds, and 2 burglaries. And on the arrest charges, the big hitters, kind of as always, 15 driving on suspended or revoked, 15 warrant arrests, 12 no driver's license arrests, and 11 simple possession of drugs, and a few others down there of note, the DUI and the underage DUI, and possession of firearm while under the influence. DUIs are always a kind of a sad thing to see, but unfortunate. And then on our neighborhood and school zone traffic enforcement efforts, of course, all the school zones as usual, and then our Jackson Hills, Nonneville Road, Old North Green Hill Road, Kelsey Glen, Lebanon Road, Golden Bear Gateway, Park Glen, and Windtree Trace. 70 stops, 32 citations, and 2 arrests. Some good proactive work there.
Yeah, for sure. We get complaints, folks, from different neighborhoods about speeding issues that may be out there. We also take a monitoring device out that counts the number of cars and lets us know what speed they are, so we can produce a report to see if it's truly a speeding issue or is it a perception issue. And then we'll reconfirm true speed issues. Our community engagement unit traffic part of that unit goes out, those 2 officers, and they work really hard to try to bring awareness to traffic safety in those neighborhoods, slow people down, ensure that they're stopping at the stop signs. And so Jackson Hills, Nonneville, Old North Green Hill Road, Kelsey Glen, Lebanon Road, and Windtree Trace, all those different neighborhoods that you see on the screen here are where they've been active these past 7 days. And 70 stops, 32 citations, and 2 arrests. We just want folks to slow down, stop at those stop signs. Don't drive distracted. That's the best way to not get stopped by one of our police officers, is just drive safe.
And then on to the Guardian Shield program this week. And we've gotten a lot of good feedback, too, on the new way we're listing these stats. Folks really like the good breakdown on it.
Yeah.
And you see, since its inception, we've had a total of 97 stolen cars recovered, 48 stolen plates, 69 wanted persons. Those are the 3 big hitters that folks are always interested in. So some good stats overall here.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what I got for you on stats this week, Cap.
Oh, very cool, man. Part of these past 7 days was Halloween, so we had a great time. Halloween, Mount Juliet was, again, very safe Halloween throughout the whole community. We're grateful for that. No major incidents to speak of, no major reports to speak of, no safety issues that we had. So great Halloween. A lot of our police officers were out. A lot of the community was out since it was on a night before school. We noticed it stopped earlier than usual. It all kind of, it started to end around 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. but that's okay. And you can see plenty of photos that we received. A lot of little police officers out there running around. And Rich, I joked around that if they're dressed up as a police officer this evening, we're going to recruit them and have them work for us to help us keep this city safe, right? And then this little one was speeding in her little Mercedes, and Officer Holtmeyer, had to make a stop and grab a photo of that. So wonderful night. We had a great time. Rich, I know you were out too. And how'd your night go?
It was a lot of fun. We got to interact with a lot of folks and talk to a lot of kids and families. In particular, we stopped and chatted with several folks over in Park Glen neighborhood and Jackson Hills neighborhood. Had a lot of good times. It was a lot of fun to be had for sure.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people had questions about what our community service officer program is, and you were able to enlighten them on that we have community service officers who are civilians, they're unarmed, and they respond to all the incidents that do not require an armed police officer, such as motorist assist. They help out in wreck scenes. They do a lot of traffic safety type activity, and there's a lot of other duties that you have, Rich, and your team has, and it varies by day, it seems, just depending on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about deer, I guess, crossing season is the best way I can term it, but there's a lot of deer crossing the roads lately. I think it's some type of climate or rut season. I don't know all those scientific details, but there's a lot of extra deer on our roadway. Our deer involved crashes have gone up, and I know driving around personally, I've seen a lot of dead deer on the side of the road. So those numbers are up. Just be careful, be mindful, pay attention when you're driving. That is the best way to avoid a crash, is paying attention first. So if you do see that hazard, that deer come out near the roadway or on the roadway, you can take action to avoid striking the deer. And just be careful out there. They can cause a lot of damage. I've seen a deer end up inside a car from a crash, and it injured the motorist inside. So just be careful with those deer, and hopefully they're not jumping out in front of you. Nashville Buddy Walk is Saturday for the Down Syndrome Association of Middle Tennessee, who we have a great partnership with. And it's always a great time. The Buddy Walk is meant as a fundraiser event. They have different teams of everyone involved, and we get to hand out medals and awards to the participants who are involved in the Buddy Walk. And for this weekend, just to bring awareness and show our support for the Down Syndrome Association of Middle Tennessee, our clock tower in the city and also police headquarters, they're going to be lit in their colors of blue and yellow. So check that out tonight and into the weekend. We kind of like to, coincide that with the Buddy Walk in this big celebration this weekend. But ultimately, we want to promote love, acceptance, inclusion, and respect for this organization, everyone who may have Down syndrome in their life, or their family members who may have Down syndrome. We want to do what we can to support them every which way, and ensure that they know that each can be great members of society, and we need to include them in everything that we can. We are hiring as well for police officers to fill 2 vacancies. So if you're interested in police work, if you think you fit the mold of a Mount Juliet police officer, where you serve with heart, you go above and beyond on every call for service, and you do what you can to keep this community safe, then think about applying with us. The salary range tops out at the $58,365. There's also some other benefits listed on the screen, but check it out. Go to our website, MJPD.org, find the Join Mount Juliet Police section, and you can get more details on our employment process and also what it's like being a police officer in our community. But one thing with our community, they love and support this police department, and we're going to do everything that we can to maintain that trust from our community and their support. So we have great men and women out there who do a fantastic job every day. They're not perfect by any means. We are not perfect by any means, but I don't think you'll find perfection anywhere or any part of society. But we're going to do the best that we can to be as close to perfect. And we really are looking for some good people who have that big heart that want to serve our community. If you haven't already, get signed up for MJ Alert. It's the text community notification and emergency alerts that you get. All you have to do is text the letters MJ to the phone number 67283 to get registered for all of that. And Rich, how's that weather this weekend? How's the Buddy Walk going to look?
Well, today and tonight we're looking pretty good. It's going to be a little chilly again tonight. Nice and clear, which is great, but without that cloud cover, it's going to allow the heat to dissipate. So we're going to be down in the low to mid 60s again overnight. And getting into Saturday, it's going to be nice and clear. Lots of sun going to be out. It's going to be low to mid 60s tomorrow. So it's going to be really pretty for that buddy walk. Once the sun comes out and warms everything up and burns off the frost and the dew, it's going to be a really pretty day tomorrow. So
Very cool. And cool that it's going to be cool, right? Not going to be super hot out there. I know some buddy walks we went to, it's been in the 80s, and it's kind of all around the same time frame. It's interesting how Tennessee weather is always kind of different. But it looks like great weather for the buddy walk. Definitely no rain, good temperature. We won't be sweating or freezing. It'll just be nice, comfortable temps. So looking like a good weekend for everyone. Hopefully y'all can enjoy the weather this weekend like we will be. And we need to give away a gift card. So I have $10 here, gift card to Firehouse Subs. And we have one in Mount Juliet. And to be eligible for this gift card, you live in Wilson County or a county connected to Wilson County. And just type in the comments wherever you are on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. Type the hashtag in there, a hashtag MJPD Live. Ensure it looks just like it is on the screen here. No spaces before or after, in between. And you can be eligible for a $10 gift card to Firehouse Subs. And if you win, shoot me an email and we will get it to you. And my email will be in the comments. Rich, you're not eligible.
oh darn.
No, but I haven't been to Firehouse Subs lately. I need to get that back on the list because it is pretty good.
They're very good.
Yeah. I think it's just so far south. I try to stay on the north side of town. I live on the north side. Headquarters is on the north side. So I don't make it that far south. But we're getting some folks registering in here. Good deal. Awesome. And folks, we're glad that you're watching today. It's always nice to connect with you. Once we give away this gift card, we'll take some questions. So if you also have a question that you're thinking of, type that in the comments, and Rich and I will try to get to it at the end of this broadcast for you. But I'm looking forward to a good weekend, Rich. It's good weather. We had the buddy walk, always fun. I wasn't able to make it last year. I think I was out of town on a family trip. But I'm looking forward to being there this year. It's at the Highland Rim Speedway. I think it's more of like a driving type buddy walk again this year from what I gather. But we look forward to especially seeing a lot of the members from our community up that way and in connecting with a lot of our residents from the area. It's amazing how many residents participate in that walk who actually live in our community. And it's nice to see.
Yeah, buddy walk's a really fun event.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go ahead and go for a draw. We have over 23 right now. Let's go for a draw. Who's it going to be? Well, there you go. How cool is that? One of our biggest Down Syndrome Association of Middle Tennessee and Buddy Walk supporters, Georgina Foot Gaines, winner of the Firehouse gift card. So, Georgina, we're just going to bring this to you tomorrow because I know we will see you tomorrow. But she's always on watching. She deserves a gift card. And congratulations, Georgina. We're glad to see the software program actually picked you. Very cool. Very, very cool.
Way to go, Gigi.
There you go. All right, folks. Any questions? Type it in. I saw one about what is a simple domestic. And that is just a term our crime statistics use, but a simple domestic means a domestic incident with no assault, right, Rich? Or is it a simple assault report?
Simple assault involving a domestic.
Okay, so we have basically domestic trouble, which is a domestic incident where there's an argument but no type of assault. And then you have domestic simple assault, which is an assault that doesn't reach to the level of an aggravated assault. And then you have domestic aggravated assault. So it's the degree of violence used in that domestic just to help track the different domestic incidents that agencies have and jurisdictions have all over the United States. So domestic simple would be domestic simple assault. There was an assault, but it didn't cause serious bodily injury where it reached aggravated assault and there was no weapon involved.
Really good question.
Yeah, very good. That's what we like here is those good questions. I want to hear about the deer are crazy. I see them every day. Absolutely, Ellie. They're all over the place lately.
And unfortunately, we're not even immune to them. You know, occasionally our cars tangle with them, sheriff's deputy vehicle got caught up with one last night. Luckily, the deputy was okay. So they're everywhere right now.
Right, and they'll pop out very quickly. It's the road to get to my house, Rich, is it's where it's at, and there's trees that are like right up against the roadway, and they'll poke their head out of the trees, and it's right there, and you really don't have a lot of reaction time. So I always ensure I go extra slow so I can slam on my brakes if that happens. Another comment here we need to give a shout out for. Great night for some high school football. So our teams are doing very well. We wish them the best. Friday night lights at their football. How many officers are on the MJ police force? So Dana, we have 68 full-time police officers. Right now we're at 66, and we're hiring for 2 open positions to complete that 68. And not all of those officers are on patrol. About mid-40s are on patrol that you see every day in the marked patrol unit. But then you have staff in administration, our investigative division, and also our drug unit and court unit as well, where we have some officers. So, when you think of a number, they're just not all out there on patrol, and that's any agency out there. But we have a lot of great police officers. They work very, very hard to keep this city safe. They do a lot with less, for sure. Any other questions? Type those in. Got some good ones today. Very cool. Just scrolling through. Rich, you see anything I may have missed?
That was it. All I've seen so far.
All I've seen so far. Okay, awesome. Well, folks, you know what? Have a wonderful weekend. We're here for you if you need anything. As always, it's an honor and privilege to serve you guys. And if you see us out, say hello. We always look forward to meeting and engaging with you in person and not really through the video. And the story to that, Rich, is I had someone send me a message, and they saw me in a restaurant eating, and they said they didn't want to bug me, but they just wanted to, thank me for my service. And they sent me an email after the fact. And folks, you can always interrupt me wherever it may be, whether it's I'm off duty or on duty, wherever I am. I do not mind meeting you in person, any which way. And if I'm eating, you really can't interrupt me because trust me, I will definitely finish my food at some point. So never hesitate to say hello if you see us out in public. We definitely enjoy meeting you.
Yeah, for sure. Please do.
Absolutely. Okay, folks, we'll have a safe weekend. We will all see you soon. Take care.